Alrighty, so this is going to be my first look at OpenSuse Micro OS. They have announced plans to get rid of Leap, which I'm not a fan of, but I don't use Leap, so not a big deal to me. They're going to run OpenSuse Micro OS. I guess that's going to be the replacement. And I'm not a big fan of containerized OS. And primary of that is the first time I ever heard that term, it was about Ubuntu Core running snaps. I use InkStitch on Inkscape. InkStitch does not work on Inkscape snaps, therefore it's an automatic fail for me, period, unless they fix it. If they fix that problem, then maybe I'll readdress it. But I use InkStitch a couple times a week for Sweetie and Daughter's business, embroidery business. So that's out. Fedora has their own, I think it's called Kinoite, I think. Anyway, they have their own containerized OS, and it's going to be running Flatpaks. InkStitch does work on Flatpak install of Inkscape. So it's not an automatic fail other than the fact that I don't like Fedora. Which brings me to OpenSuse Micro OS. I want to check it out. I want to know more about it. I don't want to dislike it just because it's something new. I don't understand it. So I'm going to dive into it and see what it's all about. And of course, I'm going to run it as a VM, because that's what I do. Not going to mess up my Tumbleweed. And speaking of Tumbleweed, OpenSuse has said Tumbleweed is not going anywhere. Tumbleweed is safe. Fine, good. I like it. It has its quirks. There's things I don't like about it, but overall I like it. I don't have to go check a wiki to make sure that the update happening today is going to break my system. And I really, really appreciate that. So, here is OpenSuse Micro OS. This is the OpenSuse Micro OS installer. Probably figured that out already. This actually looks a little different. Basically the same. Something looks a little different. I'm assuming by that toggle switch right there that I can go into dark mode. Interesting. Okay, so same agreement. It's all good. So Micro OS designed for single purpose system and optimized for large deployments. That would be business server stuff, I would imagine. Install software with transactional-update pkgn. Okay. I'm going to KDE Plasma, of course. Got to go with the best one, right? Alrighty. It says alpha. We'll see. Includes Podman container. Don't know anything about it. I'm really new to this. These servers, okay. Try it again. Password automatic login. Alrighty. Yes. Really use that sorry excuse for a password that I just put in. I've said this just about any time I've done an install on camera. Disable that firewall. If you're behind a router, that's a hardware firewall. You don't need the software firewall. That software firewall will keep you from finding your in-network printers unless you make other changes. That's just the easy way to do it for me. What else do I have? Oh, you know what? Got to do this too. Let's change the host name to Micro OS. Otherwise, it does localhost at localhost.localhost or some weird name. I have actually complained in the past about the installer seeming a little slow on OpenSuse. I think this is actually slower. I could be wrong. Okay, just out of curiosity, something else I want to check is I want to check the software and see if I can install Inkscape from the get-go. Interesting. I don't have a search? Graphical environments, base technology, containers, OS. All right. I guess not. Huh. That is all you get. Software management. Okay. I guess we'll continue on with defaults. Hit install, confirm, install. I'm going to let this do its thing. Takes a few minutes and catch you on the other side. We have success by the looks and we're going to hit OK. Yep. Looks like it might not boot. VM WGFX. That's the be the video card that. Oh, it's still going. Hold on. Huh. All right. Good enough. Oh, installing Firefox. Can I do things? Okay. Much better. Still installing Firefox. Calculator. Arc. Okay. In case you don't know, Arc is the zipper unzipper archive tool for KDE. All right, I think we're running. Why is there no icon for Firefox? Maybe there'll be an icon after I run it once. Okay, I have ran it once. Internet, Firefox, okay. Now, to be fair, it did say it was in the alpha stage still, so that's for it to be running, that's good. Alrighty, so I want to new favorites. How do we install? I know that one thing said transactional updates. What's it do if I try to zipper update? This is a transactional server. Please use transactional update to update or modify the system. Okay. Sudo probably. Transactional update. Man not found. How about sudo? Okay. Interesting. That's weird. Command not found versus it's doing it. It's just weird. Requires to be updated by what? Product OpenSuse Micro OS. Requires to be updated by calling zippered up. And when I did zippered up, it said, no, use transactional update. Okay. Alpha software. And I think it is based on Tumbleweed, but I'm not sure. Okay, so it did all that. Pipewire is installed. That's good. Good to see. I have a new default snapshot number 2. So with the way Micro OS works, think of Android being a containerized OS with applications running on top. Chrome OS also containerized operating system with applications running on top. That's what this is. So if something happens, something breaks, get a virus, you basically reset to factory, just like you do on an Android phone. Reset to factory, wipes everything, starts over. That's what the snapshot is that it's referring to. Alrighty. How do I install? I'm assuming zipper's not going to work. Transactional update, okay. Sudo you know what? Hit up twice. Inkscape. Ah. Oh. Transactional update calls zippered up, I think. Okay, PKG install. I saw that on the other one. So update PKG install Inkscape. Looking for newer version. The following 29 new packages. Okay. Yes. You know what? No, because I want to see if I can do them multiple install. So we'll go back to install Inkscape and install godot. Cool. Just basically working the same way. It was just a different syntax. I'm good with that. Other than Steam, I mean, those are the two things I use the most. Please reboot. That's fine. I'm assuming when you reboot, you're rebooting into that new snapshot 3. That would make sense. And I guess the snapshot includes Godot and Inkscape. I guess. So let's reboot. Second reboot, significantly faster. That's good to see. Go under graphics, I have Inkscape. Open that up because I want to know if it's got anything for, that's better. New document. I wonder if there's any extensions installed. There are no extensions installed. Wow. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get InkStitch installed. Go ahead and do inkstitch.org. Hit install Linux. I'm going to download two different ones. I'm going to download the RPM package because that's what I usually install on my Tumbleweed. I'm also going to download this no, that's not the one I wanted. I wanted the installer script. I'm also going to install or check out the installer script if that RPM package fails. Okay, so I have both of the three. I don't need the three, but okay. So RPM, right click, open with Discover. It might be that simple. Oh, or not. Could not open file. Okay. Permissions. Permissions. Do I need to check is executable? I don't know. If that's the case, then I should be able to double click it. Single click it, whatever. Still can't open. Okay, open with. Okay. Last stitch effort. Show panels terminal, thank you. They would do this in zipper. Okay, let's try this. Let's try this. Transitional package. InkStitch. Oh. Maybe. 1-1.x RPM. Huh? Syntax. I did. What? Oh. Yep. I buggered that up. After PKG, it needs to install. Sweet. Cool. So I'm assuming that this already beats Ubuntu Core, right? Maybe. Wait a minute. What? Okay. Signature verification failed. It does that on Tumbleweed too. InkStitch group, I don't think are well versed in RPM packagings. It works. So all you have to do is hit ignore. I know that's not recommended overall. Usually, InkStitch group is a bunch of fine folks. Sweet. Okay. So provided this works, which it looks like it's going to, it's awesome. And I've read a little bit about Steam working good too. I can't really try it out in a VM. Cool. Let's see if we have an extension. The only bad thing is I don't get all my other extensions. A lot of other extensions that I use. Oh, no, it's not there. Huh. Oh, that's not good. Yeah, that's not good. Okay, so I'm going to, let's do a remove on that. I wonder if I have to reboot it. Surely not. Let's try that sh. We'll do sudo. Do I remember how to do this? sh period / inkstitch .sh. I think that's the way. And maybe I need to do it not sudo so it's not going into root. Successfully installed. Please restart Inkscape. Graphics, Inkscape. New document. Extensions. Not good. Not good. So, if anybody's watching this that knows what I'm doing wrong, please, please let me know in the comments. Because I can't use this. Godot is version 4.1.1, which is what I'm using. That's what I've got in Tumbleweed as well. Not really going to do anything there. Just wanted to see if it run. Man, that's disappointing. I don't know what else to try. Let me check something real quick. Graphics, Inkscape. Let me see. File. Edit. Preferences. System. Home, buzz, config, Inkscape. Extensions. Hit open. Right there's extensions. Let's try the old-fashioned way. Where is... Ooh, missing my shortcuts, missing my menus, man. Archive shouldn't be that big, should it? Extract 2. Extraction into a subfolder under downloads. Yes, let's do that. Extract. This is the old-fashioned way. This is the way that you had to install InkStitch back in the day. All right, we are fully extracted. InkStitch. There's the InkStitch main folder. I'm gonna go up one. Back in the day, we had to do it from here, so I'm just gonna go ahead and do it from here. Copy, paste all that into extensions. Restart. Inkscape. New document. Extensions. InkStitch. Whew. All right. So we did get InkStitch to work after a little bit of to do. But we do have InkStitch working. Let me draw a simple thing. Extensions, InkStitch params. Come on. There it is. Seems to be working. Okay, so it's not a... Gladly, it's not a complete fail. I'm not really on board with the whole Micro OS, Kinoite, Ubuntu Core. I think those are great. Probably great options for servers. They might be great for my 78-year-old mom who is currently running Ubuntu LTS. Other than that, I just don't know. I'm not convinced. Convince me. If you can. But that was my first look at Micro OS. Hope I didn't bore you too much. What are we? 26 minutes in after editing. I should be roughly 20, somewhere between 20 and 25 minutes. That's not too bad. That's not too bad. So, anyway, that's it. As always, thanks for watching.